Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I'm going to talk about sort of how to break your sugar addiction. And there's lots of tips on this series on what you can do, but one of the things that you can do is commit to doing a 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days bit of a detox. Now, this isn't like dieting, this is making the decision, for today and today only, I'm going to eat these certain foods. And for me, what I tend to do, if I've noticed I've been eating more chocolate than I want to break that spell, I plan a day where I'll get in sometimes the pasteurized juices of coconut and banana and stuff, which isn't the best. It's better if you can juice your own. And I'll have that, and I won't deny myself, and I'll have a nice salad. I'll have various different fruits that I'll make into smoothies myself at home, and I get through day one. So I'm feeding that sweet tooth. And to begin with, when you add things like grapes and stuff, the first day you're thinking, oh, it's got no flavour really, because your tastes have been adapted to the highly sweetened processed foods that are available everywhere. So we want to break that spell. But by day 2 or day 3, you actually start to taste these grapes and you realise how sweet they are. And I do these detoxes usually every season for various health benefits, but also to cleanse the palate. And I find that then when I think about chocolate and stuff like that, it just seems it's too heavy. It's a bit like, if people give up sugar in their tea, after a month, somebody puts sugar in their tea, it's like, oh, it's too sweet. But for the first week or so, it's like, oh, I don't know whether I'll ever get used to this. Maybe I'll give up tea. And so it's ongoing, that if you keep on keeping on, you will get the results. But planning to do a little detox under the label of, say, water rich, so anything that's fruit, vegetables, salads, mixed in any format, and there's no restriction. So sometimes we don't eat for hunger, so sometimes it's like, okay, I will have those black cherries because they're there. And you ride the urges of doing something naughty, because the urges are intense for a couple of minutes, and if you ride those urges, I also use hypnosis as a distraction at times, because I know that calms down the brain. And as you ride over those urges and you get through day 1, day 2 is, a million times easier, and day 3. And then after that, you kind of think, I don't really want that high sugary rubbish. And again, sort of on the detox, get dairy out as well, because the food manufacturers know when they mix sort of dairy and sugar together, and the fat and everything, it's something that we crave. And if we look at dairy, it's cow's milk, it's got in it casomorphine, that's designed to make the calf go back for more. Casomorphine, it's like heroin. It's slightly addictive because it tastes good, and it gives sort of a good feeling. So again, breaking that pattern. And I sometimes say to clients that, who are addicted to dairy, of thinking, well, modern day dairy, they've allowed the cow to produce up to 30 litres of milk a day. Before, she could only do 3. She gets mastitis at least once, and the governments, in the UK and America, they allow, certain millions of somatic cells to be in the milk. And do you know what they are? And people go, no, what? It was pus. So next time you're thinking about having a pus and sugar sandwich, i.e. a piece of cake or a donut or something like that, just think what it is that you're eating. And if you think about it, it doesn't quite sound so appealing. Okay, great talking to you today, and have a look at the other videos on the series, and I will be constantly adding to them useful tips to help you overcome a sugar addiction and to come out the other side and feel healthier and free. And you can look at that sugary nonsense and think, I don't want it. I don't like how it makes me feel. Bye now.